we're going to do the crank power transfer module project. And again, the purpose of this workshop is to become exposed to the manufacturing processes modules through project-based learning. We will cover the basic steps of rapid prototyping while turning our project into a finished product. The manufacturing process begins with reverse engineering of an assembly from which the design is made. Manufacturing processes can include additive, subtractive manufacturing, machining, and reshaping of material. The manufacturing process also includes test and check for quality assurance both during and after the manufacturing process. To ensure success, it is necessary to plan the product's process prior to manufacturing or making modifications to the product. The procedures will be Module 1, Reverse Engineering and Measurement, Module 2, Part Modeling using SolidWorks, a 3D parametric solid modeling software. Module 3, which is creating the parts in the 3D printing or CNC machining. And then the final module will be assembly and form fitting of the parts into the assembly. The first thing we will do is measure and check the size and shape of the parts we're going to reverse engineer and measure. The length and the diameter of the pin. We're going to note and document all sizes so we will be able to modify and model these parts within SolidWorks. Once we model our parts and we determine our sizes and shapes, we will model those in SolidWorks. Again, the spider gear, and then also our female and male yokes for this project. Again, we will reverse engineer in many different ways. Once we're done reverse engineering and modeling our parts within SolidWorks, we will take those to the 3D printer and we will create these parts with the 3D printer. Once we get our parts created, then we'll go in and assemble them for our final project, which is the crank power transfer, which the purpose of this is to turn the planetary gear down below. So once we're done reverse engineering and modeling our parts in SolidWorks and 3D printing them, we will bring them together and assemble them. Now the first parts that we will assemble will be our spider gear and our male and female yokes with our pins. Again, this is a picture of our assembled product and our modules. Our goal at the end is to assemble our product and then go ahead and finish documenting the project in SolidWorks with a assembled and a exploded view with balloons and a BOM, bill of material. This is the male yoke. Alright, these are our short pins. This is our spider. We've got our long pin. We have a female yoke. We have our crank arm assembly. We have our crankshaft. and our bracket which supports all our parts here within the assembly. The first thing we will do is we will assemble the male yoke with the spider with the short pins. And next we will insert that into the bracket right here, and then turn on angle, and then come in with the female yoke. And then insert the long pin all the way through. And again we have rotation. And again, both the female and male yoke is attached to the spider gear. And again, we can rotate and then place in position and alignment with the bracket hole. All right, for our supporting shaft that goes into our planetary gear. Now that we have our female male yoke, all right, inserted with our spider gear, we'll come in with our crankshaft. And again, with our crank arm and knob. All right, we have it assembled, and it seems to fit good, and it seems to rotate without any problems. Now that I have the power crank transferred assembled, and it seems to turn without any hesitation or drag, now I will try to insert it into the planetary gear to see if it works. So again, I'm going to remove the original power crank transfer that we reversed engineered, and insert the drive shaft, and insert it into the planetary gear, and then see if it works and turns the planetary gear. And it seems to turn good, and it seems to power the planetary gear around in its circle of path. And again, all the parts seem to fit. All right, and again we have a good project. Everything assembles, and now the next thing we'll do is do simple modification if we have to, and to finish this project up. Again, if you take a look, here is the exploded view with all our parts. Here is an assembled view with the BOM, bill of materials. All right, and then again, this is our goal right here, is to assemble, form, and fit. And again, we're done with our project. Thank you very much.